Hello everyone, I invite you to every Friday's review of the leading cryptocurrencies. Let's start by checking the situation regarding BTC's dominance over the rest of the market. We will start by defining, using the yellow line, a local upward trend that was dynamically interrupted by a sudden capital flow. Moving forward, we will unfold the fib retracement mesh to check potential support locations. And here we can see that even the level of 0.618 golden FIB point was quickly broken, and currently the closest support is at 51%. However, if this support is broken, we may observe further capital flow and, consequently, a return to the area of the next important support at the level of 48.47%. When we unfold the fib retracement grid in the other direction, we can mark the main resistance zone that effectively stops the inflow of capital into BTC. We can also switch to a one-day time frame, and after zooming out the chart, we can determine the main downward trend line using the white line. Going further, we will check the situation on BTC itself in pair with USDT, taking into account the one-day time frame. And here we will start by defining the upward trend channel using the blue lines, in which the price has rebounded from the upper limit and we are now observing a local rebound. Let's now move on to laying out the fib retracement grid from the price high of the last bull market to the bottom. And here we see that the price has touched our golden fib point of 0.618, at which in previous cycles we could observe a market recovery. But here it is worth spreading the fib grid again, thanks to which we see that these levels coincide and we can still determine a zone of strong resistance from $57,714 to $69,240. Only when the price breaks out of this zone can we potentially see further increases, where the barrier around $100,000 will be important. In order to determine supports, if the correction turns out to be larger, we will again spread the fib retracement grid, this time from the bottom to the current peak, and here we can see support at the level of $36,555, and another very strong one around $28,353. However, here, after redistributing the grid taking into account the recent upward movement, we can expand the support areas to support zones. In the first zone is from $36,500 to $33,890, while the second one is from $29,780 to $28,250. Finally, please look at the RSI indicator, which shows a rebound in which we are fighting to break the local upward trend, while the stock indicator shows a rebound with room for deepening the current correction. Third, we will check the SOL to USDT chart. We will start by defining the yellow line as an upward trend line from which the price has broken out at the bottom, creating an ongoing downward trend channel in which we are approaching the upper border. Going further, we can move on to marking support areas when we start a larger correction. And here the first support is at the price of $89.78. But further we can define a very strong support zone from $80 to $67. Looking the other way, once again after unfolding the fib retracement sidecar, we see that the price has reached the resistance level at $100.73. Only when it overcomes it and exits the upper channel will it move towards the resistance zone from $118 to $126, which is held price before moving towards $151. Please look at the RSI indicator, which has returned to the middle of the range, making it difficult to indicate the direction, while the stock indicator shows a downward movement with room for the price to recover more. Technical analysis is provided by a third party and for informational purposes only. It does not reflect the views of CryptoDaily, nor is it intended to be used as legal, tax, investment, or financial advice. Last, we will check the most popular BNB exchange token. We will start by identifying a downtrend line from which we can see how the price has gone up and is currently struggling to stay above this level. Moreover, at this point we can see the formation of the cap and handle formation, which is characterized by a first large and a second smaller low, after which an upward price break can be observed. Moreover, the recent declines were caused by the bombardment of the media with negative information about the Binance exchange, which lowered the valuation of the BNB token. Going further, when we unfold the fib retracement grid, we will see that the price has been rejected by a very strong resistance zone from $319 to $351. But if we return to it and the price goes up, the path towards the next significant resistance around $443 will open. Looking the other way, we will define the places of support in a similar way. And here we can see the first support at the level of $286. Then we can determine the second support at the level of $253.70, which could potentially fill the formation. However, if the formation is broken, we still have a very strong support zone from $231 to $202. Please look at the RSI indicator, which shows a rebound towards the upward trend line, while the stock indicator shows a strong downward movement, which resulted in a small price movement on the chart, but there is still room to deepen the correction. Technical analysis is provided by a third party and for informational purposes only. It does not reflect the views of CryptoDaily, nor is it intended to be used as legal, tax, investment, or financial advice.